Flip the unit over. Remove 4 6mm screws and 2 8mm screws. Flip the unit back over. Open it up. And gently insert the opener pick. Slide along the edges to pop the palmrest free. Gently lift halfway up. Peel back the tape and gently pull back to unplug the battery. Peel back the tape, flip open the locking clip, and unplug the touchpad cable. Peel back the tape, flip open the locking clip, and unplug the palmrest cable. Remove 7 3mm screws. Remove the metal bracket from the Wi-Fi card. Peel back the tape. Flip open the locking clips and unplug the daughter board from the motherboard. Gently pull back to unplug the daughter board cable from underneath the motherboard. Gently pull back to unplug the Wi-Fi card from the motherboard. Peel back the tape and gently pull back to unplug the camera cable from the motherboard. Peel back the tape. Flip open the locking clip and gently pull back to unplug the LCD cable from the motherboard. Gently lift up and pull back, taking care not to bend or damage the ports. Pull back to unplug the speakers from the motherboard. Remove 2 3mm screws on the heatsink. Using a 99% isopropyl alcohol solution, wipe off the heatsink. Using the same solution, wipe off the CPU. Apply a small amount of thermal paste. Place the heatsink back in place and replace two 3mm screws. Plug the daughterboard cable into the motherboard port underneath. Gently reinsert the motherboard back into place. Plug the speaker cable into the motherboard. Gently plug the LCD cable back into the motherboard and reapply the tape. Gently plug the daughterboard cables back into the motherboard. Gently plug the Wi-Fi card back into the motherboard. Replace the metal bracket and replace the 3mm screw. Gently plug the camera cable back into the motherboard. Replace the remaining 6 3mm screws. Gently plug the Palmrest cable back into the motherboard. Plug the touchpad cable back into the motherboard. Plug the battery back into the motherboard. Lay the Palmrest down and push down to snap the Palmrest back into place. Close the unit, flip it over, and replace the 4 6mm screws and 2 8mm screws.